This is the Samsung Galaxy S9. Well, it's been 8 months since its initial launch, but still, it's a great device. And Samsung will be launching the S10 or whatever they want to call the new flagship in 3 to 4 months. But the question is the Samsung Galaxy S9 worth buying in late 2018? The first thing that comes to your mind when you buy a phone is its price and its competitors. Well, the Samsung Galaxy S9, it's still priced at 57,900 Indian rupees officially. Now, you can get it for way less from some sites like Paytm or Flipkart with some cashback offers, and the good deal that I could find right now is for approximately 46,900, but still, that's high. The pricing is still high, and for that pricing, the specs that you get is 5.8-inch Quad HD AMOLED Plus display, and it's a really good display. Then it's powered by either the Exynos 9810 or the Snapdragon 845. In India, you get the Exynos powered variant. And the front camera here is a 8 megapixel camera with f1.7 aperture, and the rare main single shooter is a 12 megapixel sensor with variable aperture of f1.5 or f2.4. The storage is 64 GB, which can be expanded. The RAM is 4 GB. The phone also gets IP68 water resistance, and it supports fast charging and fast wireless charging. Then it also has the iris scanner, fingerprint scanner, and heart rate sensor. And finally, the battery capacity is 3000 mAh. Well, that all sounds really good even after 8 months, and it's well in competition with some of the flagships available right now. And to decide whether you should buy the Galaxy S9 right now, we'll check 5 factors. And the first one is design. The design of the phone is something I really like. There isn't any fancy notch here, but still has a very minimum bezel, and the phone looks futuristic. One thing I have noticed is that the side curved edges does sometimes trigger some accidental touches if you're using the phone without a case. Now the front and the rear glass is the Gorilla Glass 5, and it doesn't scratch that easily. The side rails and the buttons are all metals, and overall the device feels premium in the hand. I also like the size of the phone. It's well suited for one-handed use. And since the phone has a glass back, it's a bit slippery and you will notice some fingerprints. But I'm using a D-brand skin, and it avoids fingerprints, and you can use a D-brand skin or any case to avoid it. But for the design, I'll say the design is great. Second, let's check the display. And I can say straightforward that the display used here is really good. Now Samsung knows how to make displays, and the AMOLED display used here is one of the best. The resolution is 2960 by 1400 with a pixel density of 570. This display is the best. The colors are great and everything looks crisp. I'll surely pick this display as one of the top rated ones in 2018. So for the display, the S9 is still great. Third, let's check the performance and user experience. Well, performance is good. I've been using the S9 as my main Android phone, and I haven't had any major issues. Well, at times there might be some hiccups, but it doesn't affect your overall user experience. I didn't like Bixby, and I have disabled it and never touched it. And the UI, not stock Android, but not bad either. Everything is a bit simplified, and when Samsung releases Android Pie with one UI, I hope the user experience will be much better. Well, at times I switch to Nova Launcher to get a better stock experience, but still, there is Samsung elements at places. So for performance, the phone is still good, running Android version 8 with November security update. But if you are really someone who likes stock Android and wants every Android update at that instant, then this might be a disappointment. But if you're someone who is not particular about updates, then this phone is pretty much fine. Fourth thing that we're going to check is the battery. Well, the 3000 mAh battery from the beginning is just average. If you are a heavy user, you have to charge it before the end of the day. And if you're a moderate to light user, you'll be fine for a full day's use. And this is one thing that disappointed me the most, and I thought I should have gone for the Plus variant. But then I'll have to pay more. Now, one thing I enjoyed here the most is the fast charging feature. I've been a regular iPhone user, and I never experienced such kind of a thing from an iPhone. And if you can charge the phone for 15 to 20 minutes, you can juice it up and use it for maybe 3 to 4 hours. Well, that's a great thing, but still an inconvenience. And for battery life, still I have to say it's just average at best. And finally, the most important thing, which is the camera. The camera in the S9 is still good and takes good pictures. But there has been certain occasions that I didn't like the pictures that the S9 took. This is not the Plus variant and we don't get the second camera. But I'm totally fine with that because I usually don't take portrait shots and I never miss the second camera. Now, Samsung marketed this phone's camera saying it has variable aperture, which lets it switch aperture from f2.4, which is used to take sharp images in good light, to f1.5 to shoot pictures with more light in dark environment. Well, there isn't any drastic difference at low light, but this addition is good, and to be frank, the main shooter takes good photos and you won't be disappointed. And even the video recording at 4K 60 frames per second is also really crisp. The camera also has many features like super slow motion, which is good if it's well lit. Then it also has optical image stabilization, which helps to stabilize shots, etc. Well, at the end of the day, it's the pictures that matters. And the S9's rear camera surely is one of the top performing cameras in the market now. And for the front cam, it captures wide selfies, and the shots that the S9's front camera takes at times looks artificial and overprocessed. But overall, you won't be disappointed with the camera system in the S9. It's one of the top performing cameras available now. And if you get the S9, you'll be totally fine with the cameras. So the final thing is whether you should get the Galaxy S9 in 2018. Well, that's a tough thing because the market has great competitions right now. I mean, just look at the OnePlus 60. It's an alternative. It's priced way less than the S9 and it still has almost all the features or even better. Now, you might miss something like the wireless charging, but still, it's a great device. I didn't personally test a OnePlus 60, but it has great reviews, good feedbacks, and you could have gone for the S9 because it's a great device. I still love my S9, but for this price, I think it's not worth it. Now, if it was priced maybe in the 35 to 40K segment, then this would have been a great buy. So for the time being, you can skip the S9 and get some other alternative, or maybe wait till Samsung's next flagship comes out. So that's all for this video, guys. Hope you liked it. If so, please do hit the like button and please do subscribe. See you again in the next video. Till then, bye.